And away we go at the link. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. On the move, headed right. He finds Brown, right side. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down, Hurts. He's got it to his running back. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. It's a gain of 4 there, and the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Great, set. Hey, Silver.
Hurts throwing again. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
180.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Flushed out of the pocket. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Hey, 73, very good. Hey, easy, 63, 6. 181. Try left, yes. No.
Hurts yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap for Hurts.
21-yard line.
In the goal line. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Design keeper here for Hurts. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Hurts looking to throw. And no connection on the two-point try. It fails. Well, the way they confidently marched down the field on that drive, I think it's surprised to see them struggle from just a couple yards out, Brock.
Can I tell you, Kate, I'm not all that surprised. I mean, the percentages tell you that these are not a gimme by any means. And now all you've done, well, is just give me that defense a little bit of momentum.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Things going well so far. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Go, set. No 80. No 80. No 80. Yep, set.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And now it's 2nd down. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. Nice gain left side. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10.
And again, it's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks tie it up late in the 1st.
Seattle.
Knock this through, and they'll take a lead into the break. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks literally won up that opening touchdown drive as they take a 7-6 lead here. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Tank Bigsby here with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. 7-6 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll begin a new drive, first and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Alpha.
Hurts on first down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead on the first play of the drive.
I gotta say, with the type of throw that took, and then where he made that catch, it had taken all 11 defenders and maybe a couple extra from the sidelines to keep him out of the end zone. Not only did he earn it, I felt like he deserved that touchdown.
And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. 2 touchdowns, gone for 2 both times now. Seems like they're content just kind of leaving the kicker on the sideline and staying aggressive after each touchdown.
You know what it reminds me of, Kate? And you call a lot of basketball as well. The college basketball game, it's all analytics. It's all threes or dunks, right? The 2-point jump shot, it is gone. And this team right now is just going for the jugular, saying, I don't need to kick a 1-pointer. Let me just try that thing from extra deep, that 3-point land. And 50%, well, that's just as good as 2 for 2 with the kicker.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
We go set.
From the gun, Darnold throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
We go set.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of the gain of 8. Third down. And dose of the hurry up here. On third down, Walker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A dose of the hurry up offense here.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Now Darnold off the play action. It's caught by Elijah Royal. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That's another Seahawks. First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5.
Keep going.
Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 5-yard line.
Darnold looking to throw. Has it in close. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Jason Myers.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Project, this ain't what you want.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
No, toss it. Anyone, huh? No,
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. At the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead on the first play of the
got me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long, extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. Cut the end zone, so the touchdown and the two-point pass break the tie. Give him an 8-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over a first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Headed out right. Into a crowd and intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. The Eagles with the lead here at the Link. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari.
63.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 on the Seahawks.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes out to the left. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
That's good. For an Eagles.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, let's go. 73. 73. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. He's got it near the 8. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
And again, here's Hurts. Vacates quickly left side. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be second and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
It's Hurts once again. Forced out to his right. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
It's now third and goal.
Very set. And anyone hit?
Here's Hurts. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles lead by 15 now. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Good work so far. He's got room. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here go, side.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Darnold to throw. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They get 23 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Throwing now off the play action. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
Walker on 1st down. It's inside the 10. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks could make it a one-score game as they cut it to 9 before half. Kenneth Walker, their touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks get it back to within 1 score.
Seahawks 21. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Bigsby with the return. He dodged the tackle, and that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive.
No touch that. Trimmer. Crowd left, Yanni. Crowd left. No touch.
First down throwing for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And this one is launched downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. One last play before the break.
Great. Set. Right, anyone else? Bang. No touch.
The final throw before the break. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Shaheed now to return. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. The third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here that got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Now Darnold. It's caught, Barner. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Seattle.
Yo, 80. Red 80.
Going on 1st. Here's Darnold. Trying for the deep ball. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
This is Walker on 2nd. Get some space around midfield. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Working quickly here.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. A gain of 14. And the Seahawks, 1st down.
1st and 10. Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On 2nd and 10 now. Darnold. Caught quickly on the slant. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They gain 11 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
13 more yards. That's another Seahawks.
And again, it's Darnold. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
Darnold's pass intercepted. Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Great. Set. 180, 180. 73. 70. No.
Hurts from his end zone. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
17 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Silver. No.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep. That's caught at the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, 73. Hey. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
Hurts on 1st down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
No touch.
And they just get the playoff. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Hey. No touch.
He'll throw it. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a fourth down decision to make. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Go Silver, ready? No touch.
Looking to throw. He rolls to his right. This is good, down the sideline. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
No touch.
From the pistol, Hurts. Buying some time left. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No touch.
Hurts yet again. Rolling out to his left. They did it! He made the interception! There he goes on the right side! The 30! He's at the 10! And they're gonna score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle. Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
The Seahawks will.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. And all the time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Shipley now to return. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Great, set. And anyone else?
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's another carry for Barkley. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. I'll pitch it to Barkley. And they get it done. Stop for a loss on 3rd down. That should get them the football back.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Easy, 63, bad.
Back to throw it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You go for it on 4th down, it's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Seahawks needing a couple. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Running with Walker again. And he'll go down here at the 16. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Setting him on the dive. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. A give up the gut to Walker. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks jump in front now by 5. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. Not much on that. Should have kept it in the end zone. Tackle's made at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
Setting up to pass. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Here he is to throw. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And it's going to be second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Trying to push deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. Got to think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal.
73. 73.
Back to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it second and goal.
Great, set. And anyone hit? Hey, Silver. Hey, 73. Go Silver, ready?
Here he goes, one final shot. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with third and goal. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now, and you turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on third and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
63.
One final shot here. And they win it! It's a touchdown! No time left! So beneath the chorus of fly, Eagles fly. It's over.